very nice to have you here. Today I'm having the chance to talk to Dr. Veselin Petrov, who is now going to tell us a little bit more about himself, a prospective scientist.
Well, thank you for your kind invitation for this interview. I started my higher education at the University of Plovdiv, where I enrolled in studies in specialty molecular biology. That was both during my bachelor and my master's studies. After I graduated from my master's, I was enrolled in a very interesting program called Worldwide Students, which was funded by the municipality of Turin. And there I worked at the local university, the Turin University, and I spent around 15 months in Italy. And by the time of my stay there, I accepted a kind of irresistible invitation to do a PhD in Bulgaria in a program which would allow later also to specialize in other institutions abroad. So I decided to come back to Bulgaria and initiated a PhD in 2010 and graduated from the University of Plovdiv again in 2013. Thereafter, from 2014, I became an assistant professor in the Agricultural University, where I teach biochemistry. And since 2017, I also work at the Center of Plant Systems Biology and Biotechnology in Plovdiv at the Department of Funding.
So, you mentioned the Department of Funding. What is the focus of your work in there?
The focus of my work here, it's part administrative, part scientific. It includes mostly fishing for and preparing project proposals, which of course are in the most part research project proposals, managing them as well. And in the free time, which is not very much to be honest, I also try to do a little bit of research, while at the university my focus is mostly teaching.
So, can you tell us a little bit more about the project that you're passionate about and working on at the minute?
Yes, this project is called Resurrection Plants Reveal Secrets of Vegetative Desiccation Tolerance with the acronym RESIST. It is funded by the European Commission, the Horizon 2020 program. This is a project on which we work in a consortium of 6 institutions, and CPSBB, this new center of excellence that was established in Plovdiv several years ago, is the coordinating institution. This is actually our first research project in which we are coordinators, and that's why we are very passionate about it. And I'm the project manager. From a research point of view, we study the phenomenon of desiccation tolerance, which is manifested by a group of very intriguing plants. We call them resurrection plants. They have this very strange ability and capability to withstand almost complete desiccation, and this can happen for a very protracted period of time. And of course, they are very interested also from an agronomic point of view, because in the context of constant climate change and growing world population, we need to find a way how to counteract the constantly deteriorating conditions in which we cultivate the plants. So these resurrection species might have some secrets, molecular secrets. This is what we study at the moment, especially in our institutions. We work with one typical Bulgarian plant. It is called Haberleon dupensis or Orpheus plant, and it can survive in a completely desiccated state for up to 3 years, which is really an amazing feat. And moreover, our more recent experiments show that it can even deal with some other kind of abiotic stress like darkness, freezing, and so on.
That's so interesting. Thanks for sharing. And I have one more question, but it's more of a personal one. As a person, as a scientist, what do you dream about?
Well, one of my ambitions and let's say dreams is to achieve, of course, sustainable development of our center, because it is unique in the Bulgarian landscape in that we are a relatively autonomous institution. We are self-governing, so and of course we want to continue existing in the long future, and also to establish very tight connections and relations to other stakeholders like research institutions, and business entities and players from the industry. And of course I'll be very happy if CPSBB has very nice collaborations also with my university, the Agricultural University, because more or less we work in the same field. So this is something that we are currently working on, and hopefully in the near future we'll have more results. And another thing I would like to share is personally, it's like a personal dream. I am a witness of some pleasant phenomena in our society recently, and that's why I hope that the degree of scientific illiteracy in the population will start to decrease, because it has been increasing in the last years up to a level in which already the population has behavior which can harm itself. I guess that you understand that I'm talking about the anti-vaccine, the current anti-vaccine movement. This for me is actually, I try to comprehend it. It is probably interesting to study from a psychological point of view, but it is dangerous behavior, like just like denying one of the greatest inventions in the history of medicine, one of the inventions that has contributed to basically doubling the lifespan of humanity and our much more easier way of life nowadays than, let's say, 100 to 200 years ago, is really shameful, and it should not happen.
Awesome. I really hope that your dreams do come true. It was very nice talking to you, and I hope to see you soon.
Me too. Thanks.
Bye.